So in today's video, we are going to look at how to work out some minor modes. Now, minor modes can be a little bit tricky, just to their kind of more complicated process and nature. Some have kind of already determined names, such as Super Locrian. This is due to the more common usage of them. However, I'm going to show you a technique which will help you work out any minor scale and any mode within each scale. So, let's get started. When looking for the notes within any minor mode, there are always two parts to every question. There are always two parts. So you may get asked something like, what is the fourth mode of C melodic minor? So before we start, we need to work out, what is this question asking me? What are the two different parts? So it wants to know what C melodic minor is first, that's part one. And then it wants to know what is the fourth mode of that minor scale. So the melodic minor, the C melodic minor, that's actually part number one. That's the first step. Working out what mode it is from there, that's actually part two. So it's almost like the question's written the wrong way around. But now that you know that, this should make things easier. So we are going to start off and work out our C melodic minor, part one. Now, in a previous video, we went through how to work out the melodic minor. I'm going to use the technique of flattening my third, which would give me E flat. So that is my C melodic minor. So that is essentially part one done. Now, what we need to do now is go back to our question, and we're looking for the fourth mode. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So now we know the fourth mode is going to begin on our F. So we now rewrite our scale from the different starting position. So this is the new starting position because this is what we've been asked for. The fourth mode of this scale. We have the scale here. The fourth mode is going to start on the fourth, which is F. So then we just go ahead and fill in the notes that we already worked out, which is the hardest part. And that is part two done. And that is your whole question answered. So what is the fourth mode of C melodic minor? Well, that is right there. And this works for absolutely any kind of minor that you want to look at. So I'll give you a quick second example. So let's do the second mode of F harmonic minor. So again, we know we've got our two parts, part number one, part number two. I am going to work out my harmonic minor. So I'm starting with my major, flatten my third, and I also flatten my sixth. And that is my harmonic minor. I then go to my second degree, which is here, and that is now my new starting position. And then I just go ahead and rewrite the scale, and that was part one, working out the scale, which is ultimately the hardest part. Rewriting it is the easy part, and that's part two. And that is how you work out any minor mode.